Compliance is key to operations, yet many business owners miss the mark when it comes to ensuring that they're filing the proper paperwork and meeting their state's requirements. In this video, we'll explore 3 basic requirements for an S corporation as well as a specific mandate for North Carolina businesses. I'm Katie Bunschoten, President and founder of Certum Solutions, an executive QuickBooks solution provider and business technology firm. One of our goals at Certum Solutions is to help you keep your business running smoothly so that in addition to helping you meet your bottom line goals and ensuring that your books are current, we also want to educate you on basic and sometimes more advanced business issues. One of these relates to S corporations. If your business is not an S corporation, check back on our YouTube channel for more videos about other forms of ownership. And as always, click on our subscribe button to get the most up-to-date videos we offer. All supporting documentation is in our video description. And as with all of our content, this is not tax or legal advice. Be sure to consult with your appropriate advisors on your specific business situation. Now, there's also a blog article on this topic, and you can find all of our other blog articles on our website, www.certumsolutions.com. Now to the basics. If your S corporation applied for an economic injury disaster loan or for paycheck program relief through the Small Business Administration, you may have a surprise waiting for you: a request for a board resolution approving your loan's application. If you're scratching your head about this request, you're not alone. Other owners are jumping through the same hurdle. S corps are governed by requirements at the federal and state levels, and it can be tough to get clarity on what's needed in both. So if you're operating an S corp in North Carolina, familiarize yourself with some of the requirements so that you're in compliance with state law. S corps are the small business segment of regular corporations, or C corps, that must meet additional requirements. However, S corps benefit from a different taxation structure that prevents them from being taxed twice. The IRS provides straightforward guidance on the requirements for an S corporation. There are 4 of these requirements. First, you must run your corporation in the United States. And second, you must operate with no more than 100 shareholders who may only be individuals, certain trusts, and estates. In addition, you must have only one class of stock, and you cannot be a certain type of financial institution, insurance company, domestic, international sales corporation, or other kind of ineligible corporation. An important takeaway for you is the requirement for shareholders. Your shareholders are basically your owners, so they should establish corporate policy and activities which protect your personal liability. You can really get into hot water if you're making business decisions in a silo. State requirements are where the fun starts. All the other regulations you need to comply with as a small business corporation are set at the state level. The North Carolina Business Corporation Act, which is one of the state's general statutes, covers most business types in the Tar Heel state. We already know from the IRS that you've got to have shareholders for your S corp. Section 55, Article 7 of North Carolina's Business Act will outline the parameters for shareholders. Along with the requirements to keep meeting minutes and records of actions taken without a meeting, your corporation must do the following. Here we go. Ready? 1. Hold an annual shareholders meeting. 2. Give notice of shareholder meetings between 10 and 60 days in advance. 3. You want to create an alphabetical list of shareholders, their addresses, and their number of shares after a meeting date is set. 4. You want to give 1 vote per share. 5. Make decisions based on the majority's vote, if a quorum is present. 6. Elect directors by plurality of votes. Check Article 7 to be sure that you followed the right protocols or put in place the correct exceptions to the state's guidance. How your shareholders operate may differ based on your corporation's bylaws. Now, regarding your board of directors, all 50 states mandate that an S corporation must have one. You can find this requirement in Section 55, Article 8 of the Business Act, along with the procedure of dispensing with a board of directors if you want. If you don't have a formal board of directors in place, the good news is that the board can be made up of just one person. Your articles of incorporation or bylaws will clarify how many people are actually on your board, how long their terms are, and how they're elected to office. Otherwise, the Business Act specifies that you may have initial directors in place until your first shareholder meeting, where shareholders will then vote on the directors. Directors' terms then expire at the next annual shareholders meeting. When your board of directors gets together, keep the meeting minutes and maintain records of actions that the board takes without a meeting as well. If you're applying for a loan from a small business investment company or from another funding source, such as the SBA, you might be asked to provide a resolution from your board of directors authorizing this loan request. The SBA provides a template that your board of directors can use to submit the corporate resolution. The third area you need to know about involves an annual report from the North Carolina Secretary of State. If your business is based in another state, check with your particular state for their requirements. So, April 15th isn't just tax day for individuals, it's also the due date for your annual report to the North Carolina Secretary of State. Reports can be filed electronically for $20 or using a printed form and mailed in for $25 as of the date of this recording. Although it may sound difficult to file an annual report, the Secretary of State's office autofills much of the required information for you. The report can end up being as short as 1 page, and in it, you'll include the following. Are you ready again? Here we go. 1, your ID number with the Secretary of State. 2, your name and address. 3, your corporation's name and contact information. 4, a brief description of the nature of your business. 5, the names and information of company officials. There are a few other common requirements that you may not be aware of. If you haven't filed your articles of incorporation with the North Carolina Secretary of State for $125, put that on next on your to-do list. If your shareholders update your articles of incorporation, make sure that you file articles of amendment for $50. State and federal labor law posters are required to be displayed in businesses with at least 1 employee. North Carolina provides a free order form for the posters, or you can download and print PDF versions of these posters to display. If your corporation has more than 50 employees, you need to provide health insurance coverage as a requirement of the Affordable Care Act. You'll then need to confirm to the IRS that you're providing this coverage. Find other requirements to look out for on the SBA's website. Again, links for these sources and more are in a blog article on our website at www.certumsolutions.com and in the description of this video. That's all for today. If you have additional questions about S corporations, by all means reach out to us. We're happy to help. Our door is always open. Thanks for watching as always, and stay tuned for more Certum content.